Welcome to this afternoon's championship tie 6-round match between the London Broncos and the Batley Bulldogs at the Cherry Reds Records Stadium, as the Batley players coming out of the tunnel, followed by their Broncos counterparts. Batley playing in light blue shirts with a maroon trim, light blue shorts and light blue socks. Broncos in all black with the red trim. It'll be Batley kicking off from left to right towards the Western Waste Stadium. And it'll be the Broncos kicking off, or playing from right to left, playing towards the Paul Strank stand. About to get back underway, or about to get underway, I should say. Batley kicking off, like I said, from left to right towards the Western Race stand, from where I'm sat in the main stand. And we are underway. Ball kicked off into the left-hand corner on the 10-metre line. Ball gets played into the middle of the park with our first big tackle, just shy of the 10-metre line. Batley players wrapping up Broncos back line. 15 yards out, ball comes back inside. And London unable to reach the 20, actually pushed back towards the 10. Second tackle. Ball into the middle again, hit by the Batley defence up to the 20. Tries to get the ball clear and does so. Broncos looking to break down the middle. Beats two players, still not able to get past the third, and it's wrapped up is Sadiq Adibi. Ball going towards the right hand side, up to the 40. Broncos attacker brought down, up to the 5. Kicks to be taken by Pacelli. Up towards the 10, wrapped up by the Batley fullback Robbie Butterworth, and he's wrapped up just shy of the 20-metre line. All taken, played in towards the middle. Broncos wrapping up the Batley attacker, making up 25 metres. Number 26, Alfie Dean, played it into the middle. Batley attacker brought down again, just shy of the 30. On the 3, ball played back into the middle. Number 17, Luke Blake, gets over the 40, wrapped up by two Broncos players on the 4th. Just shy of halfway, ball flicked into the middle. Number 13, wrapped up, able to get the ball away. Batley looking to break down their left-hand side, beats one, not able to get past two, just over halfway on the 5th and last. Ball flicked into the middle. Number 7, Joshua Woods kicks the ball up towards the 20. It's a high one, brought down nicely by Alex Walker. Looking to get away, eventually he's brought down on the 20. That's Liam Tyndall, not Walker. And Walker picks up, flicks the ball into the middle. Broncos number 20. It's wrapped up, Aaron Small, just 25 metres inside their own half here, London. Flicking over to the right-hand side over the 30. Tackled on the 3rd. Both sides struggling to get out their own half so far. Play the ball. Flip the ball down the line. Pacelli looked to get over halfway. That looked high. Tries to break away from one. Still can't break away from one originally. And then brought down just shy of the halfway line. On the 4th. Broncos try to break down the right-hand side. Twist and turn. And that looked like a dump tackle inside of Batley's 40-metre line. Eventually, we get back underway. Ref says carry on play. So he kicks the ball up, and it's going to go high and long inside the goal line, and it'll be diffused, and it'll be a 20-metre restart. And Batley get the game back underway on the 30-metre line on the first tackle. Ball flicked out to their left-hand side, trying to get down that centre left channel, wrapped up by the Broncos on the 40 on the 2nd. Ball comes back inside A big hit. Takes three Broncos players to wrap up Jaden Myers on halfway. Batley move the ball from left to right. They come over to the right-hand channel. Just nearly comes clear. Was Benjamin White, but eventually wrapped up by two Broncos attackers. Looking to break their way through our Batley through defensive line and do so. They're about to get on the 10-metre line. Ball comes loose on the right-hand side and Batley go over. And it's the Batley Bulldogs that get their first try of the afternoon over in the right-hand corner. Jack Render, the right wing. Ball moved through the Broncos defence, breaking through the back line, and eventually getting the ball over down on the right-hand corner was number 19, Jack Render. And the Batley Bulldogs get the first try within the first 5 minutes here at the Cherry Reds Records Stadium. It is London Broncos 0, Batley Bulldogs 4. And to add the two for Batley will be their scrum half, Joshua Woods. Kick is about 20 metres out. Very, very wide right. First real promising attack for Batley. And they really tested this Broncos defence. And can Joshua Woods add the two? Josh Woods takes a couple of steps back, one step to his right-hand side, a couple of steps. Looks to take a deep breath, compose himself. The referee says to take the kick, and that is between the sticks, and Batley gain an extra 6 points. It is London Broncos 0, Batley Bulldogs 6. And it'll be London to get the game back underway. Alex Walker, of course, who needs 2 tries to hit his 100 try mark for the club. Or his 100th try in his career. Ball goes up towards Batley's left-hand side. Brought down over the line, but they come forward here, Batley. Still inside their own 10. Brought down. The London defence does well to meet them. 5 metres out as they look to come inside from the play of the ball. Getting wrapped up on the 10. Batley play the ball out. They go back on the outside. Make up to the 20 on the third tackle. As they go towards the left again and eventually try and get through the line again, but Broncos able to wrap them up and then hold for just too long and give away a penalty. It was Luke Pacelli just holding on a bit too long to Jonah Parsons, the hooker for Batley. We're back underway with Batley in the middle of the park. Over halfway, over the 40, wrapped up by 4 Broncos players. Over the 30, breaking over the line. Batley putting in another dangerous attack already. As they work it down in that left-hand channel, look to break for the line, does so. And Robbie Butterworth was nearly through to make it 10 over the 10-metre line. Looking to break through the defence are Batley. And Adam Gledhill wrapped up as they move the ball over to the right-hand side now, Batley. Trying to get back into the corner again, wrapped up by the Broncos defence. This is the last. Bring the ball back over into the middle. A kick goes up into the corner. It's going to be wrapped up. It looked to be knocked on eventually. The ball does go down. and the referee says it was knocked on, and the Broncos will get a penalty and will restart from the 20-metre line. To be taken by Alex Walker. Had to wait for the referee to give his signal. Eventually get the game underway, wrapped up before getting to the 30. Got 6 again, London, as they look to break into the Batley half. Wrapped up again. Crowd asking for a bit more to look to get over halfway. Over halfway now, London. Looking to break down the centre right-hand side. Just about wrapped up by the Batley defence. Referee tells the Batley team to get away. Ball flicked into the middle for Lovell. Then Pacelli. A loose ball is then gathered by Small. You can just about held onto it, and is then wrapped up by 2 oncoming Batley defenders. And looks worse for wear of it, as they look to play down the middle here, London. Hursley Horde, wrapped up, 25 metres out, London. Flick the ball back into the middle. They're going to kick this as they are. Up into the corner for London. Tyndall's there, wrapped up by Batley. Number 19, Jack Render, the first try scorer, under no real pressure. Back underway here, London. Wrapped up on the 10. London looking to potentially pin Batley in to the 10-metre line. That looks high. Referee, I don't think, has seen that. Batley on the second. Flick the ball back across to the left-hand side again. Wrapped up by 3 Broncos players inside the 20-metre line. Batley struggling to get out at the moment. Interfere with play. Broncos have got a penalty here. And it looks like it's all going to start kicking off as well. Broncos will get a scrum 25 metres out for incorrect play of the ball. He played 10 or just over 10 at the moment. Not even a scrum. It'll be a play the ball for London. Lewis Biernick puts the ball down. Ball flicked in towards London's left in the centre channel. Skips 1 tackle. Wrapped up by 2 was Horsley Horde. And then Batley didn't let go of the play the ball player. But London going breaking through the line with Biernick over the 10-metre line. London looking dangerous, getting the ball, drift into the middle of the park, going into the left-hand side, going in the corner. It looks like they're going to go into the corner, eventually then wrapped up. It was Jason Binks back into the centre with Pacelli. A little 1-2 pass, looking to flick over to the right-hand side, looking to go on his own. Wrapped up on the 10. And that centre right-hand channel for London. Ball flicked in back towards the middle. Wrapped up again was Marcus Stock. Crowd thinks it's high, and it was. London will get another penalty inside the 10-metre line. And you think that they would try and run this with Curtis Davies. This Davies flicks the ball into the middle. Trying to get over round 1 was Horsley Horde. Licked into the middle. Pacelli flicks the ball in, looking for a Broncos player. And eventually, there was the referee's given a penalty to Batley for obstruction. And Batley will feel the pressure come off them slightly as they'll get the ball back inside the 10-metre line, just in front of the posts. That's kicked up to the 30 by Batley. And they'll restart on the 20, underway on their left-hand side, charging towards the line. It's Joseph Burton. Wrapped up is Burton up back towards the 20. Play the ball flicked in towards the left centre channel up towards the 30-metre line. Wrapped up. This is the third. Flicked gone drifting from left to right. Looked to break through the line there. Batley up to the 40. Eventually wrapped up by 3 London Broncos players. It's their number 27. And make it all the way up to halfway here, Batley. Look forward. Pacelli, one of the players, wrapping up. There's 3 in the line that eventually get Batley down just over halfway. Number 3, Oliver Greensmith. So look to charge with the line again. This is the 4th, and this is the last. From the 40-metre line, flicked into the middle and kicked up in the air by Joshua Woods. Over into the left-hand corner for Batley, wrapped up and brought down nicely for London. And they can get the game back underway. And are wrapped up at the 20 in that centre left channel. Small was wrapped up there. Quick, get the ball away. Walker picks it up, flicks the ball back on the inside. Pacelli looks to break over the 30-metre line, but he's wrapped up by 2. They get the backup ball back underway with Tyndall. Up to 40 on the 3rd. Ball goes over into the middle with Marcus Stock. Breaks 1, breaks 2. Can't break through the lines. He goes over from the left-hand side. Offloads the ball on the wing. And eventually London get it over the 40 onto the last. Wrapped up 35 metres out. It's going to be a kick from Pacelli up into their right-hand corner. But it's short. Williams is there. Oh. And London are through. Oh, Walker was there. And Walker just spilled the ball out in front of him as he was wrapped up by a Batley player. And he just wasn't able to keep hold of the ball and flick it on. Batley will get the ball back on the 10-metre line on the left-hand side. Wrapped up by 3 Broncos players. Batley on the first. 10 metres out. Ball flicked into the middle from the play of the ball. Comes over to the number 19. Is wrapped up by 3 Broncos players. It's Jack Render. Made up to the 20. They look forward, but wrapped up by 2 Broncos players. There is Batley moving down there, trying to get down their left-hand side. Blocked off by Small. Eventually tries to try and get through Tyndall. Who can't get through. Up to the 40-metre line of Batley inside their own half. Trying to get up to halfway. A big loose forward. It's wrapped up on the halfway line. Ball flicked into the middle. This is the last. Ball goes up towards the 10. It's wrapped up by Tyndall. And he's tackled 15 metres out. And eventually London get a penalty for not getting away from the player quick enough. And London will restart just shy of the 20-metre line. 15 gone. Ball kicked up towards halfway. And London will restart from the 30 on that left-hand side in front of the expecting home fans. Small looks to break through the line from the play. The ball makes it past the 40, up to the 45-metre line. Ball flicked in towards the middle. So they look to try and break through halfway. Hursley Horde wrapped up just shy of the halfway line. Ball comes over to this right-hand side, then back into the middle again. Big hit on Walker. And Broncos make no real movement on the 3rd. Ball flicked back into the middle again as Broncos try to break through the line. Up past halfway, but wrapped up again. This is 4. And they try and break through the line again on the 30. That's Marcus Stock brought down. And that looked like it looks hurt after that one, the trailing leg. Kick to be taken up towards the left-hand side. Wrapped up by Render again. Just inside the 10-metre line. Flicked back in towards the middle. Batley can ease the pressure off that Broncos have been applying to them. As Batley tries to break down this left-hand side. Eddie Abe wraps up Render. And Binks won't let go of him. Up on the 20. Batley try and break through. Brown, that looked like it had been dropped. Referee says play on. And now Render breaks through. Myers plays the ball into the middle as it's 2v1. They're still breaking through the 10 here. Batley, they've gone from right to left, wrapped up. Just shy of the try line. That was Stavesley Carr. Ball flicked in towards the middle. 10 metres out here, Batley. With Woods. Kicks the ball over right into the corner looking for Render. And eventually Broncos wrap the ball up from the ball flicked back inside from Small. And Broncos have the ball back just shy of the 20. Looking to break through the line. Stock wrapped up. Small looking to break through the line again. Can't get through. Two Batley defenders shy of the 30. London looking to try and break down that right hand side now. Wrapped up just shy of the 40 metre line. Flip back inside. Pacelli actually looks to kick this. Gets up to the 30. It's picked up by Render. And he'll jog up to the 40. Wrapped up by two Broncos defenders. Breaks one tackle for Batley, breaks two. Myers looks to try and break through another one. Gets up to the 40. Logan Bayliss-Bro. Makes his appearance in the game. First sub of the afternoon. Batley looking to break through the line. Up to 30 with Adam Gledhill. In front of the sticks here, Batley. Look to flip the ball over to the left-hand side. They look to try and get in that left-hand corner. Wrapped up, though. Two Broncos players dragging back to 30. This is the last. Ball flicked in towards the middle and then kicked up high to the right-hand side. Crossfield kick wrapped up by Tyndall. He tries to beat two Batley players and eventually gets over the 10 and then he's brought down. Broncos look to push through this Batley line with ball wrapped up on the 20. And make it to the 30. Crowd asks for a high tackle. Referee just says play on. As London look to get to the 40 metre line, wrapped up again by this stubborn Batley defence. Pacelli with a long kick towards the right hand corner, and that's going to go dead, and Batley will get the ball back for a 20 metre restart. Halfway through the first half, London 0, Batley 6. Jack Render with the first try within the first 5 minutes. As Batley work the ball up. And Hugh Worthington makes an appearance as Batley try and work their way down the left-hand side. They're 40 metres out, trying to break through this London line. Eventually wrapped up by 3 in the centre left channels. They now move the ball towards the right-hand side. Number 8 for Batley, wrapped up just over halfway. That's Adam Gledhill. And now Batley look breakthrough with their number 36, looking to break through the line. It's Bayliss-Brow, then wrapped up just shy of the try line. And the referee has ruled a forward pass. And there's a Batley player flat out on the 40 metre line. Just trying to see what the referee has given here. Batley players have gone back to the 40 with the ball in hand. And if anything, Batley going to kick this. I think they've been given a penalty. Maybe it's for a tackle off the ball. Didn't really see what happened there. And Batley have asked for a tee, and they're going to ask for the extra, try and claim the extra 2. Just shy of the 40-metre line. Slap bang in front of the posts. It will be Joshua Woods attempting to kick his second loss of points of the game. And it is going to be Woods. Puts the ball down on the tee. Takes a couple of steps back. Does the Batley scrum half. Kick taken by Woods. That looked wide, and it was wide. That drifted to the right-hand side. Score remains London 0, Batley 6. Broncos get the ball back on the 20. Ball was actually kicked by London. And Batley get the ball back on their left-hand side, up to halfway. Wrapped up was their number 2, Joseph Burton. Flicks the ball back into the middle, try and break over halfway to Batley. Michael Ward. Brought down by 2 Broncos players. He's now trying to drift into the middle of the park. Up over the 40, wrapped up by 3 Broncos players there on the 3rd Batley. Ball flicked in towards the left-hand side. Woods tries to play it down the left-hand side. Ball doesn't come loose and is wrapped up by London. 20 metres out on the left-hand side. Ball flicked back in the middle to Wood in that centre-left channel. He drifts over to the centre channel. They try and break through here. Batley again, just shy of the 10. Wrapped up there was Bayliss Brow as they try and work over the right-hand side with Render. And the ball gets kicked out for a Broncos turnover. Retaken by Walker for Tyndall. Can't get up over halfway. And if anything, he's been dragged even further back by the Batley defence and put down softly. 15 metres away. It's gone back 5 metres, London. So I'm going to try and break down the right-hand side with Chris Hellick. In the centre right channel, brought down just shy of the 20. Still small, looks to drive forward. Wrapped up again on the 30 by 2 Batley defenders. Ball gets moved over to the right-hand side. They try and break through the 40 and do so. Wrapped up by 2 again, London. So look to get over halfway. And they do so. Bieniek goes over. And he's still got the ball, Bieniek. And then goes down. Softly again, just over halfway on the 40-metre line. Ball flicked in towards the middle for Walker. And then brought down London. Again is Horsley Horde on the 30. Going to kick this with Pacelli up and over to the right-hand side. It's a deep one up to the try line. But Batley are able to regain possession and bring the ball up to the 10. The ball gets played from the play the ball into the middle. Wrapped up by 2 Broncos defenders on the 15. Got just over 15 minutes left. Ball up to the 20, wrapped up by 2 in the centre left channel for Batley. There's Render. And the ball comes over towards the right hand side. Beats 2 players to get through. Does Robbie Butterworth. Makes it up to halfway. Gets played into the middle. And over the middle, nearly up to the 40, was Logan Bayliss-Brow. Flicked over to the left from the play of the ball. Woods hits the ball high up towards the back line. Up at the 10, wrapped up by Tyndall. And Tyndall brought down, gives the ball to Small. He gets up to the 20 on halfway on the 20-metre line, halfway inside their own half here, London. There are 3 London players in the back line with the Batley team. That's how much this first half has taken it out of them so far as they get up to the 30. Wrapped up by 3 Batley players on this centre right-hand channel. Flip the ball back inside. Matt Ross with the ball now, wrapped up. And they look to get over halfway here, London, and do so. That looked like a shoulder charge. Up to the 40 though. London still with the ball. Walker breaks over halfway, looking for a chip over the top. He's brought down off the ball. Referee says play on. And Batley have the ball up on the 30 and eventually brought down by 2 London players. Is their number 3, Oliver Greensmith. Batley eventually get the ball up to the 40. Again brought down on the second. Now they go from into the centre to the left. Up to halfway with Michael Ward. He's brought down by 2 Broncos players. They try and move the ball in the middle, to the right, to the left again. And that was Bayliss-Brow brought down just over halfway in front of the posts. It's over the left-hand side with Ward just over halfway. Marauding man bun on the 40-metre line. Ball flicked to Wood on the middle of the 40-metre line. It's high and long up to the 10. The ball came loose and eventually ends up with Alex Walker, who's brought down just over the 10-metre line by 2 Batley players, just grabbing onto the scruff of his shirt. Ball comes loose to Pacelli, and London try and work their way down the right-hand side, but it's a loose pass. Going to keep it in? No, they can't. And Batley will get the ball back with inside Broncos 10-metre line as they look to try and play the ball quickly. And Chris Ball just wasn't looking as to where he was passing that ball. There wasn't really anybody there. And Broncos are really adding to their own misery at the moment. Just under 11 minutes until half time. Batley with the ball on the 10-metre line and wrapped up just inside. That's the first tackle. Ball goes back inside to Woods. Flicks the ball back inside as Batley try and go from right to left. Ball again flicked up towards the middle. They're going to the left-hand side again. It's number 36, Logan Bayliss-Brow, wrapped up. Go back towards the left-hand side again. Woods, Butterworth, wrapped up again on the 10. They'll go back inside with Woods. Number 22 tries to go at the defensive line for London, can't get through. Woods gets the ball in the middle as they try to work the ball down this right-hand side again. Batley wrapped up on the line. Kane Staveley-Carr, ball flicked him back towards Woods again in the middle. He looks for a chip over the top towards the byline. It's head nodded back and London can get it out and London can break. Trying to get over the 10-metre line and do so before being wrapped up by a Batley defender. And now London look to move down the right-hand side. Tyndall wrapped up. Crowd asking for it. Every single Batley player who looks to be offside for that to be called. London up to the 40. Moving the ball back inside. Over to the right-hand side with Small. Trying to get over halfway. Small wrapped up. Ball comes loose. And eventually London get a penalty. Which is what the crowd have been asking for about 40 metres earlier. And London will get the kick from halfway up towards us in the press box. That goes past the 20. He'll be taken 23 metres away from the try line. Tyndall to flip the ball into Small. Small to get the game back underway. As they try and go from left to right here, London, with Worthington. Just shy of the 20. Curtis Davies flicks the ball into the middle. London should get over the 20. They'll just about do so. Binks just being able to keep hold of the ball. So the pass came in behind him. London with Worthington looking to break through the 10. Worthington does break the 10. And the referee has called for London to... Is there been an injury there? We've got a cut to Worthington. I think we've got a cut to Worthington. And we've got a blood stoppage and a bit of a water break for both sides. Looks like Worthington has taken a bit of a cut to the face. And play has stopped with just under 8 minutes to go. Yeah, Worthington's getting a bandage around the temple. Worthington's all wrapped up and bandaged, and we're going to get back underway just inside the 10-metre line with London in front of the posts. He's going to play the ball back to Davies. Rolls the ball, flicks the ball out on the outside, wrapped up. Matt Ross in front of the posts as they look to try and break through the line. Hursley Horde wrapped up just shy of the try line in front of the sticks. Davies to pick the ball up, flicks the ball in the middle, it comes free. London pounce on it, they make it up to the 20. The ball kicked over the top, looking for Small, wrapped up by Render, and Render gets up to the 10. And London will feel that's a wasted opportunity. And Batley play the ball into still on their left-hand wing. Wrapped up by 2 London players inside the 20. Ball flicked back inside up to the 20. So number 19 and flicked in towards the middle for Batley as they make their way up to the 30. As they try and work this ball from right to left, Batley making it up to the 40, wrapped up by 3 London players again. That's the last. Batley a bit slow to get the ball away, Small to hit it out, Woods to kick the ball out, sorry. Makes it up to London's 10, and London are able to move the ball forward with Walker. He's wrapped up by 3 Batley players just shy of the 30-metre line. Big hit on Walker. He looks a little bit winded there. Or Helek, I should say, not Walker. London up to the 30 with ball. He was wrapped up, and now London can move forward down there. Right-hand side, up to halfway is Tyndall, wrapped up by 2, looking to get away from Batley attackers, and London just over halfway, wrapped up is Matt Ross. London looking a little bit quicker. Worthington looking to break the line, gets up to the 20-metre line, does Hugh Worthington. This is the last for London. Kicked up towards the left-hand side, up towards Render, and the ball would come off a London hand last, and it'll go out for, actually it was deemed to come off Render last, and it'll be a kick, a drop kick between the sticks from Batley, and the Broncos will get the ball back with a fresh set of 6. We're back underway. Batley kicked the ball long up towards halfway. Picked up by Ross, has dropped that. Matt Ross looked to claim the ball, taking his eye off it, and he's dropped it on halfway. And Batley get the ball back on halfway. And London give up free possession from Jason Binks, who just wasn't keeping an eye on the ball. And that summed up London's afternoon so far, as we're inside the last 5 minutes. Flicked up towards halfway, over on that left hand side, wrapped up London, make sure that Batley don't get any yards at all. Ball comes back inside, London with a high line up towards halfway. That's the where, just over halfway is where Batley get the ball out to, in the front of the posts. Charging forward now is their number 16. That's Michael Ward, he's wrapped up on the 40. So Batley try and move the round up to right to left. Render is dumped on the 40. And Batley try and move the ball back into the middle again with Woods. Just about keeps hold of the ball, does Butterworth, before he's brought down just inside the 40. That's the last tackle. London have made sure that Batley have had hardly any movement forward. They'll grab a kick through, collected by London, and now they can break through with Tyndall down the centre of the channel, but he's wrapped up by 2-3 Batley players inside the 40-metre line. And now they get towards halfway. Does London. Second tackle. London look to go from the right-hand side. Big hit. And eventually, London are brought down just inside the 40. It's Curtis Davies. London still with possession. Binks on the left-hand side looks to drift the ball across. It's a loose pass. Wrapped up by Tyndall eventually on the byline. Drifts over the right-hand side, trying to not get in front of one of his own players. Eventually gets the ball away. Adiabi is there. And it's 6 again. The referee is claimed. Adiabi breaks through the 20. Breaks through the 10. He's wrapped up by 3. And 6 again from the ref. Ball flicked into the middle again for Walker. Looks to drift across. Tries to break through the line. Gets up towards the try line. Wrapped up by 2. Davies is there. Flicks the ball in the middle. Pacelli flicks the ball across as London look to try and break again. Drifting across again. And he's over the line. Number 11, Will Lovell, captain, breaks through the Batley defensive line and puts the ball down for London's first try of the afternoon. Just before half-time. Lovely footwork from Will Lovell. Just in front of the posts. And London are 4-6 behind with the kick in front of the posts to come. All that pressure that London have been applying over the past 10 minutes or so finally pays off. And London will look to claim the 2 just before the half-time hooter goes. Chris Hellick is the designated kicker for London. And he's going to take this inside or the 20. Just on the right hand side of the posts. And I'll make the half a little bit easier for the Broncos fans to digest at half time. As the hooter goes. Hellick takes a couple of deep breaths. Steadies himself, does Chris Hellick, in front of the post, just on the right hand side of the post. Ball goes up and over and levels the scores at London 6, Batley Bulldogs 6. And that is it for half time. London with a lot of pressure over the course of the 40. Batley getting an early try and looking to potentially get a second, breaking through the defensive line quite a few times. But Broncos have steadied the course, have worked their way back in this game, and maybe feel they could have had a few more if it wasn't for self-inflicted penalties. It is half-time here at the Cherry Red Records Stadium. It is London 6, Batley Bulldogs 6. Time to get back underway. London kicking from left to right towards the rest on waist stand. And Batley from right to left in, kicking towards the ball strength stand. So we get back underway. It'll be Batley to restart, and they work their way up to the 10-metre line with Michael Ward as they work their way up to the 20 now. Batley wrapped up by two Broncos players, moving the ball over to their right hand side in that centre right channel, wrapped up by two Broncos defenders. Ball played back into the middle, wrapped up again. Number 36, three Broncos players around Logan Braylis-Brow. Back into the middle again for Ward, over the 40-metre line, wrapped up again by three Broncos defenders. That's the last. Comes over to Woods. Scrum half kicks it high, but not far, up to the 20-metre line, wrapped up by Walker. Walker gets up to the 30, driving up to the 40, wrapped up by three. The ball comes played out by Proselli. Hellick gets past the 40-metre line, wrapped up by three again. Played into the middle by Proselli for Tyndall, looking to get up to halfway, does so, drives through two. Eventually brought down just over halfway, plays the ball quickly. London looking to get through that left-hand channel with Adiabi. Still driving through, up to the 30 at least. Push it back a little bit towards the 40. And then eventually players stop for an injury to a Batley player on the 40-metre line who's flat out. And it looks like it's going to have a concussion check here as well. So play has stopped for the time being with 1 minute 40 on the clock for the second half. Looks like number 23, Jonah Parsons, is being ready to come back on to the field of play for the visitors. Player had gone down, looks like he's going to be alright. Number 6, Benjamin White. London to restart from the 30 with Sadiq Adibayi. Ball goes down, played towards the right hand side for Proselli. Flick back inside for Ball. Ball breaks and tries to get up to the 20, does so, eventually brought down by three Batley players. Ball played in the middle, Proselli looking to break down the right hand side, looking to get up to the 10. Wrapped up on the 10. And the ball will be turned over for Batley to resume on the 10 on their right hand side. On their left hand side. That's one tackle down. Ball played in towards the middle. Wrapped up by three Broncos defenders, still inside their own 10. The Bulldogs look to drift over to the left-hand side. Ball tries to bounce through a couple of tackles, eventually brought down on the 20. Ward flicked the ball out, looking to play down the right-hand side now with Render. Render looks to try and break through the line, eventually brought down on the 40. Ball flicked up high. Ward brought down inside the 30. Ball flicked over towards the right hand side again. It looked to click it long, do Batley up to the 20. Picked up by Walker. That's left hand side for London as he drifts over into the channel, over to the right hand side. Wrapped up by 3. And just shy of the 20, 22 metres out, London. Looking to push forward up to the 30. Brought down again, London. So he flipped the ball in the middle. Looking for the runner, Tyndall. That looked high. Tyndall breaks the tackle up to halfway. It's then brought down. Davies picks up the ball from the play of the ball. Flicks the ball over to the left-hand side. London on the ascendancy. Referee gives a penalty to London. As Matt Ross charging through. And the Batley defender was penalised for a tackle on him. It's a head-high tackle. So London will kick the ball into the corner, I think, or are they going to restart from there? It's a tap and a take for Worthington. Looking to drive through the 30-metre line. Eventually brought down in front of the sticks. In front of the 20, Hugh Worthington. Ball flicked towards the right-hand side for Preselli. Looking to break down this right-hand side. Walker flicks the ball back inside. London looking to drive towards the 10. Eventually wrapped up. It's number 18, Horsley Horde. London on the try line looking to break through. It's Worthington! And Worthington goes down. And the referee says he's held up. And London will restart from the 10. Or Batley got this back. No, Worthington will restart on the 10. Roll the ball out to Davies. Flicks the ball over to the right-hand side. London to look down this right-hand channel. Preselli breaks through one tackle. Falls over Scott. Then actually able to get round again. That same tackle. Referee says play on. Still hasn't been brought down. Flicks the ball over to the right-hand side. London looking to twist and turn their way through with Preselli inside the 10. Preselli looks to go over. He's over the line. And he's held up again. Wrapped up by 2 Batley players. London really on the charge at the moment. Now they go into the centre with Walker. Flicks back inside for Worthington. Looking to power his way over the line. Hugh Worthington is wrapped up. That's the last. And London looks to try and break through with Davies. Flicks it over back inside. It's going to chip through the defence. It's wrapped up by a Batley defender. And he's penned inside his own touchline. And that'll be a kick between the sticks for Batley. And London will get another set of 6. This crowd is really getting behind this London team. Woods to kick the ball up towards halfway, and London can attack from the 40-metre line with Horsley Horde. He's wrapped up by 2. Trying to break the tackle. Worthington looking to break his way through the 30. Wrapped up on the 30. To look to play back inside with Preselli. He drifts across, cuts back in the inside. Changes his run of direction as London now look to switch over to the right-hand side with ball. Gets over the 10-metre line. Looking to break into the corner, but he's wrapped up by 3. He's held 5 metres out. Ball flicked back inside for Preselli. And again, as London look to flick across, it's brought down just in front of the posts is Matt Ross. Ball flicked across again. Binks, Adiabi looks to go over in the corner. It's brought down just in front of the line. That's the last. London looking to drift across over to the right hand side again. Walker, 2 players in front of him. He's got to go back over to the left hand side. Is he going to release the ball? Yes, he does. Now they drift back over to the right hand side again. Looks to break across the line, brought down. That's just in front of the post, and there'll be another turnover again for Batley. And London are inching closer and closer, but just aren't able to get the points to show for it. Back underway as soon as Ward gets back into position. Batley up to the 10 from the first. Ball flicked back inside. London trying to pen Batley in. That's the second inside the 20. Ball gets flicked into the middle. As of course Jack Render wrapped up. And Joseph Burton wrapped up. Ball moves over to the left hand side. Batley player misses 2 London players. And eventually we've got a stoppage in play. The London player has gone down. It looked as though the Batley player had escaped the tackle, but maybe there was a bit more in that. With another Broncos player down for treatment, I believe it's Jensen Binks. Correction, it's not Jason Binks, it's Aaron Small who's down receiving treatment. Couldn't quite see the correct number on his back there. And Aaron looks as though he's going to come off to receive a bit more treatment, and London will have another change. Looks like Lewis Biernick is about to come on instead of Aaron Small, who makes his way off the field of play, holding his nose. And Biernick comes on to replace him. That's London's third interchange. Back underway with Batley. So let's try and break through the 30. Drifting the ball over to the right hand side, wrapped up by 3 Broncos players. That's the last. There'll be Woods to hit the ball up, and it's wrapped up by Hellick inside the 20. Flicks the ball, it's a short pass. Eventually bounces all the way through to Tyndall. And London playing themselves into a bit of trouble, but can't even make it up to the 30. Wrapped up by 2 Batley defenders. Ward is one of them. Ball played out, looking for Tyndall. Just about keeps hold of that up to the 30. Looks to offload and does so. Collecting the ball is Hellick. He makes it up to the 40. And London look to push over halfway with Worthington. Pushes off one, wrapped up by 2 others. They play the ball into the middle. Now London looking to break through the 40. Do break through the 40. And play the ball through Preselli. Biernick getting up to the 30. Twisting, getting through up to the 20 now. Pushing 2 players off. Biernick still going through. And London looked to break through, but the ball came out. London still had the ball. And it's back down to 6. The tackles have been wiped off. London in the ascendancy. Worthington looking to push through over the 10. Looking to drive through to the line is Hugh Worthington. He's wrapped up in front of just in front of the try line. Davies flicks the ball in for Biernick. Biernick looking to go over. Biernick still going over and does. And the referee gives it. Lewis Biernick powering his way over the line, and that gives London a 4-point lead. It is London 10, Batley 6. You can't say the way that the half has been shaping up so far, that it hasn't been deserved for London. It's been all pressure on the Batley back line. And Lewis Binnick, who only just came on from the interchange, has been all the difference and gives London the 4-point lead with 6 to come, with the kick from Chris Hillick to make the 2. From slap bang in front of the sticks. We're about to see a double interchange from Batley as well. In the meantime, James Brown is one of them, and so is Adam Gledhill. They're looking to come on as Chris Hellick looks to add the extras. From slap bang in front of the sticks from 10 yards out. Ball goes over the posts, and London have a 6-point lead. It is London 12, Batley 6. And London will get the ball back from the kickoff. Kickoff from Batley is all the way up to Broncos back line, collected by Porcelli, and Hugh Worthington goes up to the 10 in front of the post, wrapped up by 2-3 Batley defenders. As London look to make another push with Biernick, the try scorer, up to the 20, trying to get through one, eventually wrapped up and pushed back to the 20. Referee calls held. London get the game back underway with Walker. Of course, needs 2 tries to hit 100. Broncos still up on the 40. Eventually brought down. The referee says play on. Like a ragdoll tackle. And London breaking through the back line with Sadiq Adiabi. He's wrapped up past the 40 in Batley's half. London pushing forward again up to the 30 with Matt Ross in that centre-left channel, looking to capitalise on the points that they've just collected. Walker flicks the ball back to Biernick. Is he looking for a second already? Looks to push through the line. Eventually gives the ball back to Jensen Binks. And the referee has given it's a turnover for Batley. Looks as though there's an injury in there as well. There is. One player's gone down with cramp. And even when the player's down with cramp, referee says play on, and Batley get the game back underway on the 30-metre line. It's number 37 that's down. It's Kane Stabley Carr down with cramp at the moment. In the meantime, we're still playing on up to the 40. Second tackle for Batley, wrapped under wraps as they look to try and fit the ball down the right-hand side now. Flicking from left to right, up to halfway, is James Brown. Evades 2, looks to try and give the ball away. Then he's brought down. That looked high, and it was high. And Batley will get a penalty just in front of halfway from the magical moves of James Brown. There'll be Woods to kick this into the empty stand in front of where I'm sat. They get the ball on the 30, Batley. And Burton flicks the ball into the middle for their number 8, Adam Gledhill. 25 metres out in front of the sticks here, Batley. It's their first real charge of the second half. Ball flicked across to Brown. And they try and break through the line with Render. They get up to the 10. Just right of the post. Ball flicked over to the left-hand side to Woods. Flicked across again, and Woods makes through the line, and Woods gets there and puts the ball down. And the referee gives it. And Joshua Woods gets the 4 points for Batley. It looked like it was all London so far in the second half. And the first real chance that Batley have in the second half, it's Joshua Woods that gets the ball, breaks through the London line, and is just able to put the ball down with an outstretched arm, and I think he's also picked up an injury in the process. And it's Joshua Woods who's brought the score back to within 2. Matt Ross makes way, and Sam Winnie appears for the first time this game. So Josh Woods looks to add to the points that he's already added to. This is just left of the sticks on the 10-metre line. Takes a couple of steps back, does Josh Woods. It is in between the sticks, and the scores are level again. London 12, Batley 12. We've played just over 11 minutes of the second half. Over 16 minutes of the second half. Coming up to the halfway point. And still all to play for both sides. Of course, both teams just hovering in front of the relegation places. Ball game back underway. Walker kicks the ball long to the Broncos' left, up to the try line, wrapped up. And London are able to keep Batley inside their 10, wrapped up nicely by 2 Broncos defenders. Ball flicked inside. And now moving the ball from right to left. James Brown looking to push his way through. Wrapped up by 3. Still not been brought down by the London defence. Eventually the referee calls held. And they look to push through with Render up to the 40. He's brought down. That's the 3rd. Batley won a bit more than what they've been given, so look to try and push through over halfway. That's the last. They will have to kick this. Ball comes out to Woods. It's a high ball up to the 20, collected by Hellick with no real pressure at all from the Batley line. And the ball comes up to the 20. Hellick pushes forward. He was tackled. Walker gives the ball to Ball. Ball looks to break over the 30 and does so. Wrapped up by 2. Walker there with the collect the ball. Flicks it to the left-hand side. Pacelli gets up to the 40, pushing his way, trying to push his way up towards halfway. Wrapped up 45 metres out. London try and move the ball to left again. Biernick breaks his way over halfway. Tries to get through to, offloads the ball behind him. And London wrap up again. Jensen Binks brought down. Ball flicked back inside again. Winnie with his first touch of the game. Brought down just outside the 40. That's the last. London look to kick with Pacelli. Ball goes up and it's a high one but not a deep one. Ball's wrapped up by Render on the 40. And they're able to work the ball over to their right hand side, Batley. Up to the 20, and that centre right channel, wrapped up by the Broncos defence. Ball flicked over back to their left hand side. Trying to break through this line, but wrapped up again by 2, 30 metres inside their own line. They look to try and break through with James Brown up to the 40. Again, wrapped up but not brought down by this London defence. Eventually, referee calls held. That was 4 around him. Woods looks to break over halfway. Gives the ball across over to their 6, but breaks over halfway. Is wrapped up just right of centre. and that's the last. They're going to kick this with Woods on halfway. Again, it's high but not deep. Collected by Walker on the 20. He looks to break through. He's got nowhere to go. He's wrapped up 25 metres out. Small back on the field of play. And Worthington comes off in his stead. In the meantime, London look to try and break through with Tyndall. Up to 35 metres. Pushed back near towards the 30. Referee still hasn't called held. And then he calls for the ball to be played a little bit further back as London were pushed forward. Small, first action of the second half since coming off. Gets up to just shy of halfway. Ball fed into Biernick. A flick pass into the middle. Ball looks to break across the line on this right hand side. Flicks it back into the middle. Tyndall or Lovell gets up to the 40 on the right hand side. Brought down eventually on the 40 metre line. Proselli flicks it into Biernick. That looked forward. Biernick's got nowhere to go. And London just seem to not really sure where to go at the moment. That's the last. Proselli to kick. It's high but not deep. Up to the 20. Wrapped up again by a Batley winger like Jaden Myers. Right centre. As they look to try and push through the centre right channel here. Batley brought down again by 3 Broncos defenders, working the ball over to their right hand side in the centre of the park. 40 on the 40 metre line, wrapped up again by 2 Broncos defenders. They look to move over towards the right wing. Render looks to break through, wrapped up on halfway. Ball flicked in back towards the middle from the play of the ball. Number 13 breaks over halfway, wrapped up. They try and fit the ball back into the middle. As they go from right to left. Woods with a kick. It's high. Up to the 20. Under no real pressure as Hellick. He's brought down eventually. And then he's kicked a oncoming Batley attacker as he's gone to catch that. And he's kicked him right in the stomach. It was Woods who was screaming off the back of that one. And Hellick, just as he went to claim the ball, had kicked number 3, Oliver Greensmith. Actually, London have got the ball for an offside on Greensmith, where he received a trailing leg in the stomach. In the meantime, London have the ball back and kick the ball up to halfway. And London will receive the ball on the 40 with Hellick. And it'll be ball to take the restart. Looks to power his way over halfway, wrapped up on halfway. And that's centre right channel for London. Lovell to receive the play of the ball. Flicks the ball in the middle for Proselli. Drifts over to left hand side. Offloads the ball up to then number 23, Sam Winnie. He's wrapped up on halfway in the centre of the park. London with the ball, flicking over the left-hand side. Adiabi looks to drift over the 40. He's brought down but gets back up again and looks to break through the 40 and is wrapped up just shy of the 40. Biernick looks to drive through. Proselli nearly tackled, stays on his feet, wrapped up on the 30. And London looking to push forward with Walker. That looked high. Came down, that was on the 20. This is the last for London. Proselli looks to go and kick this one in the corner. Little grubber kick through. It's wrapped up by Batley, by Jaden Myers. Inside the 10, and Batley will restart from there. And London looks to push Batley even further back. Big tackle. Keeps them inside the 10 metre line. And another one. That's the third. Inside the 10 metre line. Looking to break through is James Brown. Big unit eventually brought down by 4 Broncos defenders. Ball flicked in towards the middle again. Batley looking to try and break through. Offloaded pass through the tackles. They now try and break through the middle. And eventually make it up to the 40. Brought down by Broncos defender. And Batley looked to break through with Woods down this right hand side. Their number 2 on the 40. As Joseph Burton is wrapped up. And London will get the ball back on the turnover. Helek looking to break through. It's wrapped up by Brown. Just shy of halfway. Flicked into the middle. Up to halfway and tackled is Jensen Binks. From the offload the ball. Looking to break through is Tyndall. Up to the 40. Trying to break through 3 Batley defenders. Isn't able to do so. He's wrapped up and put onto the ground. Davies to take. Flicks the ball to Biernick. Looks to break through. Little offload pass finds Proselli. Looking to break down the right hand side. Beats one. Then can't beat him again as he tries to break to the 20. Flicked into the middle. Finds Walker as a high pass. Walker flicks the ball into the middle. As London look to try and break into the 10. That's Ben Hursley-Horde. Wrapped up, and this is the last. A kick here would put them 1 point ahead. Ball gets flicked out to left hand side for Binks. Flicked across again. And the ball comes loose. Eventually London still have the ball on the last. Little grubber kick pass. And Batley have the ball back. But London will receive another set of 6 for a knock-on from a little grubber kick attempt over on that far side. And London will get the ball back on the 20-metre line. We're approaching the final knockings of this game. We've still got another 14 or so minutes left. Biernick with the ball in hand on the 20. Play the ball, fizzes the ball out to left-hand side. Looking for Ben Hursley-Horde. He's wrapped up inside the 20. Into the middle for Biernick. Flicks it across to Walker. Plays the ball on for Proselli. That looked high, but he's over the 10-metre line, wrapped up. And London are in touching distance of the try line. Flicked into the middle for Biernick. Another pass across. Looking for Hursley-Horde. Tries to beat through 2 Batley defenders, wrapped up just in front of the sticks. Davies fizzes the ball over to Binks. Then to Walker. Walker looked to dummy. Was brought down inside the 10. Adibier looks to break a couple of tackles. Twisting, turning, looking to offload. Can't get it away. Wrapped up. This is the last for London. Ball flicked towards the left-hand corner. Leaves it for Small. Helek is there. Can't get it away. Looks to grab a kick through. Wrapped up by Batley. And they'll just calm things down. And Batley will try and break out that left-hand side with Joseph Burton. Now back into the middle of the park for the Bulldogs. A fumble there for Batley gives London back possession. And London will get the ball back on the 20 with a scrum with less than 12 on the clock. And Hugh Worthington makes his way back onto the field, coming off his Sam Winnie. Scrum taken to Proselli on the right-hand channel. Flicks the ball for Ball. Ball up to the 10, wrapped up, just shy on the right-hand side. Ball flicked into the middle again for Proselli. Hugh Worthington looks to break through the 10-metre line, wrapped up by 2. Davies drifts into the centre for Proselli. Another drift again, and London look to get into the corner. Ball is loose from a pass. London have got the ball back, but they're back another 15 metres. There's a London player down with an injury after collecting the ball. I think he had a Batley player just land on his leg. It's Liam Tyndall just not able to get up after that challenge, after getting onto a loose ball. He's back on his feet, but not looking steady on his feet. And Tyndall with the ball. He'll resume play. Worthington powering forward, wrapped up by two, dumped to the ground, just shy of the 20-metre line. London looking for one more try. Coming forward here, London Preseli. Ball finds Lovell. He's wrapped up again inside the 15-metre mark. And Batley players just refusing to let go. Davies flicks the ball to Preseli on the left. Back inside. Walker is hit around their heads. And is all squaring off at the moment with Tyndall, with Lovell. I reckon there could be a sin binning here for a Batley player. Big hit on Alex Walker around the shoulder neck area. And that could be 12 remaining for the rest of the game as we tick over into the 71st minute. Referee just having a chat with Lovell and with James Brown. I don't think we will see a sin bin here. I think it'll remain 13 versus 13. I think London actually might kick this. It's head high. It's a penalty and the tee is out. And London are going to kick this. And it'll be Chris Hellick to add the 2 to give London a 2-point lead. He's kicked 2 so far to give London maximum points. But 2 here would mean all the difference for London. Just out on the 20-metre line, right of the posts. Chris Hellick to add the 2 and give London a 2-point lead. Takes a couple of steps forward. Hellick, he's gone wide right, and it remains 12 all. And Batley will get the ball back on their 20-metre line. Big miss from Chris Hellick. Batley kick the ball to get the ball back underway, and London will restart with Preseli. Worthington driving forward now with his bandage off, up to halfway, wrapped up by 2. Davies driving forward from the play of the ball, breaks through 3 Batley players, gets up to just shy of the 30. It's Curtis Davis. Ball flicked out to Biernig, breaks 1 tackle, looks to drive through, releases the ball as well, and London look to break through. Wrapped up there was Ben Hursley-Horde inside the 20. London still pushing forward. Biernig drifting the ball across to Preseli. Little offload pass. Looking for Will Lovell, captain. Looking to break through the 10-metre line is Lovell. Wrapped up again by this Batley defence. London looking to push down the left-hand side of that Yabi. Looking to push forward towards the line. Looks wrapped up again on the line by this Batley defence. That's the last. London looking to push through, a chip over the top, looking for a run of Preseli, and it's going to go all the way through, and it'll be a 20-metre return for Batley. And they're going to take it quickly at Batley. Wrapped up on the 30-metre line. Alfie Dean. So look to play the ball forward with James Dean over halfway. Just left of centre. Held up. So look to come back over to the left-hand side. Oliver Greensmith wrapped up just over halfway. Are Batley going to get one before the full-time hooter? Dean pushing forward, trying to get up to the 40. Wrapped up by 2. Still going is Dean. Then brought down to the ground. 35 metres out. Batley flicking the ball into the middle for Woods. A little quick pass and Batley are through the line. Get up to the 25 metres away from the try line. Brought down by Eddie AB. Flicked inside again. Batley make it up to the 10. Brought down by 2. And it looks like they're going to kick this. Woods does look to kick it over the top. It's off the post. And Eddie AB collects it on the 10. And London will get another set of 6. And London look to push, but being dragged back to the 10. Tyndall wrapped up. London need to look to get out of their 20-metre line. Batley are pushing forward. Helek wrapped up. Walker gives it to Small, still inside the 20, pushing out. And London in that centre channel now. Small goes over, just shy of the 30-metre line. Now going from left, Biernick marauding his way forward up to the 40. That's the last for London. They'll have to kick it deep. Kick from Preselli is a long one, straight down the middle. It bounces in between 2 Batley players, and they look to push forward with Myers. He's wrapped up by 2 inside the 20. As they now drift over to their left, Batley in the centre of the park in front of the sticks. 30 yards out, they're wrapped up. This is the second. Moving back over to the right-hand side. Wrapped up on the 40 now, Batley. We're into the final 4. Back inside again, 40 metres inside their own half. Looking to break over halfway with Woods, drifting over the left-hand side again. And London wrap them up eventually, just shy of the 40 in their own half. Up to the 40 for Batley, wrapped up by 3. That's the last for the Bulldogs. Into the final 4. Ball comes out to Woods, who dips the ball up and high. Into the 10, collected by Chris Helek. And he's wrapped up by 2. Looked to potentially offload, but there was no one there to give it to. And London looked to push forward with Alex Walker. That looked high as well. Lovell definitely seemed to think so. Ball up to the 30, wrapped up by 2 Batley defenders. And London looked to push forward with Biernick over the 40, pushing up towards halfway. Wrapped up again are London on halfway. So we get up to the final push, approaching the last 3 minutes. Drifting across is Preselli. He looks to be hit high. And eventually the referee gives a penalty to London for a high tackle. I don't think London are going to kick this one. 40 metres out. They are going to kick this one. And Helek is going to try and kick this right of centre from 40 metres out. With 3 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. He's already missed one from even closer, has Chris Helek. So he's going to try and kick this one from about 20 metres further out than the one he missed originally. He's right of centre. He's 40 metres away. The 2 points here will make all the difference. And we'll stop the game going to Golden Point. Hellick shapes up. He goes for the kick, does Chris Hellick. It looks good, it looks good. It's in between the sticks. And London have got a 2-point lead. A fantastic kick from Chris Hellick. Makes it London 14, Batley 12 with 3 minutes to go. And there's dancing in the stands over on the far side from the London Broncos fans as Batley get the ball underway quickly. It's a short one. It just about makes the 10 and London don't get the ball back. Batley received the ball back from the restart. Ball flicked inside in that right-hand channel for Batley. And London have really got to make sure that they are very, very well drilled in defence here as they wrap up the Batley attacker on the 30 in that centre left channel. Ball flicked back inside. It finds Woods. Woods drifting across as Batley look to break through this line as they get up to the 20-metre line, looking to break down that right-hand side through the 10, bundled over by 4. The ball came loose and Batley still have the ball. Drifting over now to the left-hand side of the Bulldogs. Wrapped up in the middle is Benjamin White. Flicked in towards Woods again in that centre left-hand channel. Flicks it across over to the left-hand side again. And Batley try and get down the round with Ryder! And Render is there! And Batley has stolen all 4 points and the game as well. Jaden Myers getting in on the left-hand corner. And Batley have now got a 2-point lead with the kick to come. It is London 14, Batley Bulldogs 16. And there's not going to be a lot of time left for London to reply. Joshua Woods celebrating in the corner. He hasn't even taken the kick yet, but Batley could win this by 2. The London fans have been silenced and the Batley ones on the left-hand side are the ones that are now cheering and dancing. And there goes the hooter, regardless of whether the kick is scored or not. Batley have won it. And Josh Woods will look to add the 2. Regardless of whether he kicks it in between the posts. If he does, it's a cherry on the cake. And if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. It's swayed to the right-hand side. And that is that. Batley will head home tonight with all 2 points. London look to win it at the very death with a kick from 40 yards out from Chris Hellick on the right-hand side. But Batley Bulldogs never gave up. They won the ball back from the restart and worked the ball over to the left-hand side for Jaden Myers to go over in the corner and take the points with them back to Yorkshire. It finishes here at the Cherry Red Records Stadium. Defeat for the London Broncos. It just wasn't their afternoon. London Broncos 14, Batley Bulldogs 16.